new tonight, one person is in jail after 6 cars were stolen from a southern Kentucky car dealership. Take a look. This is surveillance video of the night 6 Dodge Hellcats were stolen from Don Franklin Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Somerset. According to the dealership's manager, the thieves broke into the showroom and stole 4 cars from there. The other 2 cars were stolen from the lot. That job, they say, took about 40 seconds. Yesterday, Kentucky State Police arrested this man, Chavez Jones, from Alabama. He faces numerous charges, including reckless driving, receiving stolen property, and fleeing or evading police.